The depths of oceans and seas are surrounded by myths and legends. Many of these legends speak of lost cities that were swallowed up and now rest at the bottom of the sea. One of the most famous is undoubtedly the lost city of Atlantis, which for many is nothing but an ancient legend. Some of these stories portray real places that were once full of people but were swallowed up by natural disasters or deliberate flooding, taking their colossal structures such as pyramids, roads, boats, and ancient hieroglyphs that were once on land to the bottom of the sea. Today, you will learn about the 6 real cities found at the bottom of the sea. But before we start, if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe now, so you don't miss our new videos, and don't forget to hit the like button. Port Royal, Jamaica. The years 1650 to 1730 are known as the Golden Age of piracy. During this period, piracy in general was quite common worldwide, especially among the islands located in the Caribbean. At that time, the English dominated Jamaica and made Port Royal their capital. This city was a commercial and strategic point for the English, as it was in a coastal area easily accessible to ships of the time. But make no mistake, almost all the traded goods were the result of piracy. All of this continued until 1692, when a major earthquake followed by a giant tsunami hit the city, killing almost all its population and submerging almost 100% of the island. Currently, much of its ruins are open for visitation, such as the underwater archaeological site, Xicheng, China. Xicheng, or simply the Lion City, is located 131 feet deep in Qingdao Lake. Its residents called it the Lion City because 1,200 years ago it was an important Chinese commercial center, and at that time there were thousands of lion statues scattered throughout the city's various constructions that symbolized protection. But in 1959, the Chinese government began building a hydroelectric plant, which created a huge artificial lake that eventually submerged the city and all its beautiful structures, affecting more than 300,000 people. After it was flooded, its remains were only rediscovered in 2002 when the diving team found its perfectly preserved submerged ruins. Petrolândia, Brazil. In the Brazilian hinterland is the city of Petrolândia, which was flooded in 1988 due to the construction of the Luiz Gonzaga hydroelectric plant on the banks of the São Francisco River. The city remained submerged for several years, but thanks to long periods of drought that occur in some years, the water level eventually dropped, revealing incredible parts of this submerged city. One of the most famous structures that can be seen with the drop in water level is a large arch of an old church in the city, which is visible in the middle of the São Francisco River. Currently, it is possible to participate in diving sessions to see some of the submerged structures of the city, which became known as the Brazilian Atlantis. Lost City of Cuba. In 2001, a team of explorers made an incredible discovery in the sea surrounding the island of Cuba off the coast of the country, at a depth of about 2,132 feet. Large stone ruins were found, and further research revealed huge blocks of stone organized similarly to carved granite that is still used today. Some structures were 8.2 feet wide and 9.8 feet tall. Rocks were also found placed on top of other rocks, organized in almost symmetrical forms resembling pyramids or circles. Many residents believe that these are the ruins of an ancient civilization that once inhabited the region but submerged thousands of years ago. However, according to the researchers themselves, there is not yet enough evidence to support this theory. Yonaguni-jima, Japan. The ruins of Yonaguni-jima were discovered in 1986 by a Japanese diver who was looking for a place to observe sharks and noticed a formation on the seafloor that resembled architectural ruins at a depth of approximately 82 feet. The site featured several beautiful structures, some with pyramid-like shapes. Initially, it was believed that these structures were natural formations, but further studies confirmed that they were human-made structures. Some researchers believe that they are the ruins of a Stone Age civilization, as some structures have been dated to over 10,000 years ago. At that time, the region was still on dry land. During the analysis, castles, pyramids, platforms, and stone staircases were also identified. Currently, the site is open to visitors, and anyone can dive and admire the incredible beauty of these ruins. Heraklion, Egypt. For many years, all that was known about the city of Heraklion was based on a small set of ancient historical documents that mentioned the city and its existence. But in 2000, archaeologists and historians found its ruins located about 4 miles off the coast of Alexandria. This ancient city was a major port center that controlled much of Egypt's trade more than 2,300 years ago. But today, its history is little known. Built around a large temple, it was crossed and interconnected by a network of canals that connected a set of small islands. For many years, It was the only port city in Egypt, making it a huge cultural and commercial center. The team responsible for its discovery found a total of 64 boats, 700 anchors, a pot with gold coins, and many statues over 16 feet tall. According to further research, some catastrophic event, of which there are few details, caused the city to sink into the waters of the Mediterranean Sea in the 2nd century. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we can bring more interesting content like this to you. And if you would like to suggest a topic for the next video, feel free to leave your suggestion in the comments.